Yeah. So basically, Monday.com is similar to major CRM providers or work management providers that we have available nowadays. Monday.com itself combines four tools at the moment. First one being work management, which gives you ability to have different teams combined into one place, assign the tasks, create the projects, even use that for the marketing purposes, or for example, do a social media planning or the brainstorming. And with the different views that are available in Monday.com, you're able to create different workflows based on the team and the company flow. Another tool that Monday.com has in their suite is Monday Dev. So Monday Dev is basically used for the sprint management and basically receiving the chart of like the burn down information about how the specific sprint is going and managing the development process like that. Another Monday.com tool is Monday CRM, which is totally different from Monday Dev and Monday Work Management. So they have created Monday CRM specifically for client relationship management. They included different kind of views from their main product Work Management, and they try to replicate the flow of Salesforce. So Monday CRM gives you same kind of flow as any major CRM provider will do, like HubSpot, like Zoho, or Salesforce. They give you ability to create the pipeline, and not just one pipeline, but have different pipelines combined under one view. What's most interesting about Monday CRM and Monday.com is, in general, is their customizability and the visual representation of the pipeline itself. So, for example, if we are speaking about the generic CRM providers, like, for example, Salesforce. I'm not sure if you guys know how the Salesforce looks like, but it's just a plain system, and you don't have a too much customization ability on the visual side of things. And Monday.com provides that ability to you. You are able to easily adjust the view, easily adjust the columns. They have an intuitive drag and drop builder, and you're able to, just by scrolling through the information that you have in their system, get the details like where my deal is at the moment, or where is the lead at the moment. Is the contact, is the list contacted? Is it moving into a different stage? And control the process just by scrolling through it, which I have not seen in any other CRM providers. They do have different options available, like you got either the menu option or the tabs where you need to visit in order to receive that information. And in Monday.com, you're able to do that at just scrolling, either using their web app or the mobile app. Another interesting thing about Monday.com CRM specifically is ability to have data, not only sales data, but have data from different sources. Like, for example, if we are running a Facebook ad campaign or having any kind of Google ad campaign, we can connect tools like Google Ads, Facebook Ads directly to Monday.com CRM and gather the data from there. And not only lead information like first name, last name, phone number, and email, but get the information about what ad specifically they have seen, what interaction did they have with Google Ads, like, for example, from what page the conversion did happen. And based on those data points, create the customized workflow for the company. Another interesting thing about Monday.com CRM is its integrations. Monday.com basically integrates with a lot of different softwares. They do have a pre-made integrations, and they as well give you freedom of creating your own integration. So, for example, if any software that the company is using has an open API connections, Monday.com gives us chance to create our own integrations. For example, connect to a phone service provider like Dialpad or OpenPhone, or basically to any software that the company uses within the sales process. Connect it to Monday.com, and based on that connection, create automations inside of Monday.com. Right now, there are over 200 integrations available in Monday.com. They are pre-made, they are templated, so you have a choice and the freedom of choosing what kind of connection you need from a specific app to Monday.com, or from Monday.com to a specific app. And that's basically that about the integrations. Another interesting thing that Monday.com has is their automation system. So best thing for me to provide information about that will be actually displaying their CRM and showing you around, like, what is the CRM, what are the integrations, what are the automations, and what are basically the capabilities that Monday have created for us. Another interesting thing about the Monday.com in general is that they are always trying to move forward and add interesting pre-built functionality to their software. So right now, they have added part of their software named Sequences, and it basically replaces for you the mailing software or cold mailing software like MailChimp, Klaviyo, Brevo, or if you're speaking about the cold email, softwares like Apollo.io and Instantly.ai. So we are able to create the sequences from here, and based on our workflow, send the mass email campaigns to the leads. Then track the open rate, track the click-through rate, and basically the important data aspects that we need to track from our email campaign. So let's move. Do you guys see my screen, and do you see the Monday CRM, or it's not available?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it's great. We can see everything. So go ahead. Thank you.
That's amazing. So yeah, basically this view that we have here is Monday pre-built template. They are calling it Basic CRM, and Basic CRM includes different boards. Boards are always displayed on the left side, and different groups inside the boards. So right now, based on their Basic CRM template, we have few boards which are connected to each other. First one is leads, second one is contacts, then we got deals, accounts, and then comes the miscellaneous boards like client projects. So for example, this one can be used for internal purposes and give tasks to the team members, and activities has the same logic. So basically, if we want to give a team member a specific task, like for example a phone call, or remind them about the email follow-up or anything like that, activities board can be used for that. And then basically the dashboard. Let's start with the leads. In the leads, with their Basic CRM template, we got lead information like the first name, last name, status. Then this one is called an action column, which basically helps us attach a specific action to a lead. Like for example, this one right now has moved to contacts. So once the status moved to contacts, the column moved to contacts is clicked. You see the lead was moved, like taken from this group and was added into contacts. Here we do have another contact named Robert Thompson. Then we have a company, title, email, phone, last interaction, and if they are part of any kind of active email sequences that we have. So these columns are not just the columns that are available for you. We do have ability to add as many columns as we want, and not only have specific type of columns, but choose from all the available columns that Monday.com has. They recently integrated with AI, and it can analyze a lead information for you, and you can use that information for the future outreach or the phone conversation and details like that. So in their columns, they have different categories like essentials. Essential columns are like status, priority, label, people column. So people column gives you ability to either assign a owner of a specific lead or a task, or assign a sub-owner, like for example support, that should help person with the task or the lead. We can create the documents in Monday.com as well, and they do have a specific column for that named Monday.com, Monday Doc. So Monday Doc can be attached to a lead, and a specific document can be created inside the Monday.com. Similar document that we can create in Google Sheets or Google or the Word document or anything like that, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too deep with the columns, because there are a lot of columns. Even they do have a column named functions that has same kind of logic as the Excel functions have. So the data can be reused in a lot of ways, and that's one thing that I love about the Monday.com. So, for example, once the lead is moved into a contact right now, then we are able to either create an account associated to that contact, create a deal associated to that contact, and fill up the necessary information from this specific board here. So right now, I have created some test accounts, demo accounts. So let's choose Google as a account for Robert Thompson, and say we got a Google deal. And as the deal was pre-created in the board name deal, the information here was auto-populated. So then I do have columns created here, type, so we can choose what type of customer or contact is this person, if it's a lead, if it's a qualified lead, customer, partner, vendor, or we can basically add any kind of label that we need to have here. And then create the priority. If it's the hot lead, we can attach high priority to that. If it's important follow-up, we can use the high as well. But if it's the new client initial inquiry that was not so interested in the discovery call, we can give it a medium or a low status based on the flow that the company has. Then we're moving into the deals. In the deals, I have created 2 test groups, active deals and closed one. So when you want to create a deal, for example, in Monday.com, basic CRM template that they have, you just click on the plus button that is available in the view. So right now it tells us add deal. So I can simply start adding the deal name, for example, test deal, and it creates the deal for me and attaches a stage new. And then I can start filling up the necessary columns. For example, attach the deal value, like for example, 15,000, choose the contacts that this deal is associated with, choose the expected closing date, like basically the same flow that are available on the major CRMs. And the close probability and forecast value is auto-populated based on the stage. So new stage right now has the close probability of 0. But if I will change new to a discovery, right, then the close probability increases to 25%. And all of those small interactions with the CRM can be easily automated and customized by us in any way possibly we want. And what's most interesting about Monday.com that any type of user, if the user is tech savvy or non-tech savvy, can easily use it, easily customize the deals, and create the new groups or boards if they need to. In other CRM providers, that's usually requires support of a developer, CRM developer, or support of a CRM admin for you to create any kind of new views or reportings, for example, in the CRM systems. And that's not only view that we have in Monday.com. Let's go back to contacts. And for example, we don't want to scroll from left to right or from right to left. And we do want to see more comprehensive view of the information data provided here. Every lead, every item that is created in Monday.com always have a small icon that tells us to open that specific. They call it page. So right now I'm going to open a page of John Smith. And more information is displayed for me. This view as well is fully customizable. These small sub windows that you see are called widgets in Monday.com, and they either can be removed or added in a way the company needs. So right now it just provides us information about the activity that was happening around the lead. And displays their information like name, email, basically the same information that we have in the previous view. And provides us information about the account that the lead is, the contact is associated with, which can be fully customized based on us. Then we can have a conversation around the lead, inside the lead. Like I can take and mention somebody from the team. Or use this for internal note taking. Like for example, if I want to give myself a note about the lead, I can do that. I can mention somebody. I can attach files. I can use their AI to summarize the information that is available in the different columns and provide me that information here, and use it any way that I want. Another interesting tab that we have in this view is files. So Monday.com, free and the paid version, gives us from 5 gigabyte to 20 gigabytes of storage of different files, like not only documents, but I can attach videos, photos, for example, the Photoshop files and stuff like that, to a specific lead and store that information around it. Like, for example, I send a proposal to a client. I have sent them the quote, and I've sent them the agreement. I can store all that information under one lead, and it always can be easily accessible for me. Then we move to quotes and invoices. So unfortunately, Monday.com does not have their quoting tool, similar to Zoho CRM, HubSpot, or Salesforce, but we can connect a lot of different softwares to Monday.com and use them as a tools for creating quotes and invoices, like PandaDoc, like DocuSign, or even the Dropbox sign, and auto-populate information from Monday.com columns to that specific software. And that's not all. We do have a lot more views available, and basically the sky is the limit when we are creating the view on a specific lead. As I've mentioned as well, we do have a possibility to integrate with a lot of different softwares. So these are basically the most popular integrations that Monday.com has, or Monday.com users are using on a daily basis. So it displays that information for us. And for example, if the company will start using Monday.com and they will have a favorite tool that they're integrate to, usually these ones will be replaced and attached to it. So Monday.com connects to Gmail, Monday.com connects to different payment providers, Slack, Microsoft, like team tools in general, like Outlook, Microsoft Teams, OneDrive, so on and so forth. So that's the pre-made integrations, and they do have another interesting thing named Marketplace. In the Marketplace, some of the integrations are paid, some of the integrations are free, and those integrations are either created by different software providers with the help of their developers, or some marketing agencies and CRM developers create those integrations and either sell to the different users, or just provide you that integration for free. For example, let's say we want some kind of calendar integration, and we don't want to use, for example, Google Calendar, Outlook Calendar, but we want something else, right? We can easily search for that kind of integration if that's available in here. And let's say, like, we do have Calendly. If we want to use Calendly Calendar, we can integrate that. If we want to use Calendar from Hootsuite, which is the social media management tool, we can do that as well. And for example, if the integration is not available in Monday.com, right, and we do have access to their APIs, we know that they do have APIs and they do connect to a different softwares, we can always use Monday developer section and create those connections or those integrations by ourselves. So basically, Monday.com is not a tool that comes fully made for you out of the box, but gives you ability to customize it in any way you can possibly imagine. It can be challenging in the beginning, but based on their user interface, based on their drag and drop builder, and the way that we are able to display the data, any kind of user can use that tool easily. Another thing that I want to mention is their mobile app. They have a great mobile app, and basically you are able to do everything that you're able to do on the web app, except the admin or the developer stuff. So for example, you are not able to code an integration from your mobile device, or change the delete or remove the columns, or create a reporting dashboard. But you can access all the information. You can use all the integrations available from the mobile app. Will it be the phone calls? Will it be email connections like sequences? Create the sequences, change the status of the column, basically write the updates, and do much more from their mobile app. So basically that's it about Monday.com. If you guys have any specific questions about the software itself, I will be happy to answer that.
Great, thank you.
Yeah,
It's a great presentation, and I think I have a question about how we can transfer from the CRM lead to the email campaign. Is it possible?
Yeah, let me show that.
So as I see, it's fully connected to Zoho if you install integration, right? So you can move leads from Zoho CRM to Monday CRM very easily, right?
Yeah, very easy.
Yeah, that's
but if you're using Zoho CRM as your main CRM tool, Monday.com can be used as the work management tool internally for the team. Like, for example, giving a task to a team member that specifically needs a follow-up, or you created a project and you want to track the progress of the project. Monday.com can be used that way. Like connecting those two CRMs maybe can have some kind of impact on the company flow. And I'm gonna return the question about how to create the email campaigns or add or remove the leads from the the campaigns that they have. So if you see my screen, Monday.com CRM section has a menu item named sequences. So in sequences, we are able to, it's pretty self-explanatory, create the sequences, email sequences. So I can go there. It's in the beta mode right now. They're testing it out. They're adding an interesting functionality to it. So it should be way more interesting from now in the near future. So let's say demo campaign. And let's say it gives me ability to connect the specific board to email sequence. Like, for example, I want to do an outreach for leads. I have a leads board specifically created for the initial inquiries they don't have full information about the company. I can choose that. I can click create, and then starts the flow creation process. So I can either create the automatic email. I can either create a manual email. Manual email basically means that Monday.com will send you a notification that that email or that specific lead needs a manual follow-up. And you are able to create a template in here, and by using that template, just do that automatic process manually. You can create the task in the sequence, like for example, you did your first initial outreach to the specific number of leads, and then you want to do a follow-up email, or do you want to research their website, right? You can create a task for yourself or for a specific team member or team members and assign them tasks based on the sequence, or create the call tasks. So for example, if I'm going to click automatic email, the email editor is similar to the Gmail, or basically similar to Gmail. I can easily create a subject. I can easily write the copy. And for example, if I want to personalize the email, or if I want to add more custom things in there, right? Monday.com connects the columns that are available in the different boards into an email with their tool named columns. So basically, it auto-populates the information from the columns that are available in different boards. Right now, I can easily say, for example,
Luca, sorry, I have one quick question. Does it have like templates to use for emails or?
Sure. It has emails, and I'm going to show you guys how to use those as well.
Okay.
Yeah, only downside about the sequences is that we are not able to create newsletter kind of visuals. So we are not able to have the HTML code or the drag and drop filter similar to Brevo or MailChimp and create the visually beautiful emails right now. I think they will add that as well, but right now that they are testing a different ways of doing that. So that's the limitation about the email sequences. So basically, it can be used for the either follow-ups or the initial cold outreach for different leads. So yeah, for example, hello, I do have an item name created in leads. That is the first name of the lead. I can easily auto-populate the information here, and so on and so forth. I can connect different email providers like Gmail, Outlook, or basically if you have a domain-based email, like you have your own email sending tool, you can connect that to Monday.com as well. So on and so forth. And as we were speaking about the emails, you are able to send and receive emails in Monday.com as well. But for that, you would have to add that functionality to Monday. So let's real quick.
So Luca, also one question. After we send those emails, how can we follow up about the result? I mean, how many people clicked? So what was their reactions after the click? did they read it all? I mean, how can we follow up all the results?
Yeah.
Is it
So,
possible here or not, maybe?
Yeah, it's a possibility. If you, I've moved back to the sequences. Like, for example, we've created a demo campaign. So it tells us how many steps are in those sequences, how many days the specific sequence is running, how many active people. What they do mean by that is that how many people is actively opening the emails, total amount of leads that the email sequence was sent to. It provides us information about the open rate, reply rate, click-through rate, and when the campaign was modified or created, and status of the campaign, if it's active or inactive. So basically, it provides the same kind of information as Brevo or MailChimp will do: open rate, reply rate, and click-through rate. How many clicks did a specific link receive, how many people opened the email, and what was the reply rate. Unfortunately, it does not provide us information about the bounce rate. So, for example, how many email addresses were not correct, or the inbox was full, or stuff like that. They don't have that kind of functionality.
So, and the only difference it has, it's a visual type, you mean? And also that we can include some links there. Yes, am I correct?
Yeah. So if it's the plain email without any design, then Monday.com sequences can be used for that. For example, if we want to create the newsletter kind of email, with different sections, menu items, or even the visuals, like section designs and buttons, like CTA buttons, something like that. Monday.com cannot be used in that fashion. Unfortunately, they don't have it at the moment.
Great, thank you very much. I think we are good to finish.